What is going on, my people? And thank you for tuning in to another edition of the Man Up Real Talk podcast. I am your host with the most, Mr. Michael Wiley, saying greetings and salutations to all of you, our faithful followers and listeners. And my mic is all the way over there by the lamp, like the lamp is talking. God bless the lamp on this evening. Man, look, appreciate y'all for coming and hanging out with us on tonight, man. And just know that we appreciate all the likes and shares and clicks and downloads and whatever it is that you do to support this podcast, because we know that had it not been for you, it wouldn't have been no us. So we greatly and genuinely appreciate it. Now, for all of you all that may be joining us for the first time, I say welcome. Make yourselves at home, kick off your shoes, unless you got that corn chip thing going, then you may have to keep them on. Or as my mama used to say, go ahead and sit them out there by the back, don't let them air out. But make yourself at home. And for those of you that's back for a second helping, we say welcome back. Because your boys is back on the air with the Man Up Real Talk podcast, a podcast for the peoples. And as you can see, looking fresh and fly in that North Carolina blue. Y'all ain't see that. Is my partner in crime, Mr. Philip Hines, a.k.a. Mr. Classic, a.k.a. OG, Triple OG, who always in the building. What's good, fam?
What's going on, brother? How you doing?
I'm tired, bro, but the grind don't stop, man.
It don't.
It don't stop. It's been a long day, but, I'm glad to be doing this again. Glad to see all of our people here. I see Brother Eddie. What's going on, Eddie? Appreciate you for tuning in.
Brother Eddie, what's going on?
Everybody else that's tuning in, if you're in the chat, make sure you put something in the chat so we can give you a shout out.
D10, what's going on, bro?
Yeah, man. Those y'all that's watching right now and those that's going to watch later, we appreciate you. We just appreciate y'all for stepping on out. Listen, couple of real quick things. Oh, Big John, man. Hey, man, can y'all help me wish my brother John a happy anniversary?
Happy anniversary to my brother and my sister, Janarius Brown and Quinetto Brown.
Yes, they celebrating over 20 years, man.
I love both of y'all. Bottom of my heart, y'all my people for real, John. And you know that.
20 years. All right, Phil. Good Lord. He knows you love him. It's all
my
right.
people.
I know. Over 20 years, ain't that right, John? Listen, ain't nothing like black love, man. So we appreciate y'all, man. We appreciate y'all. We're glad that the Lord and blessed y'all with a long union. We appreciate y'all. Pastor Denard and Faithful Few, appreciate y'all for popping in and hanging out with us on tonight. Couple of things, guys. Listen, I cannot thank you all enough for how you all have been showing up and showing out. Now, one thing we've been tripping on is that, and not necessarily tripping, but just kind of educating people on, is when it comes to social media and videos and stuff like this, the way for us to grow and to gain traction is for you guys to like and to share this video. Now, I tell people all the time, even if you ain't into podcasts and stuff like this, and maybe this may not be the conversations for you at this time, but if you know somebody that may be interested, tag them.
Yeah.
Like the video, share the video. Man, y'all have been coming through.
Thank y'all so much. Thank y'all.
These last few weeks,
I
man.
appreciate it because you all have been coming through.
Y'all been coming through, man, for real. And been sharing the video. So please, please, please keep it up. Like and share and tag the people that you think would appreciate this show. Another thing, listen, if you haven't already, I need you guys to go over to our page on our Facebook page. It's Man Up Real Talk Podcast. I need you guys to go over to the podcast page and follow it, because pretty soon we're not going to be using our personal pages to broadcast to broadcast the show. We're just going to be using
strictly Man
Up exclusive. Now, there's some other things that we got in the work, but it's some other things we got in the work, and I'll let y'all know when the time comes with that. But just know that we're going to be kind of steering away from the personal pages, and we're going to be going over to other outlets. Also, April 2nd, my fellas, those y'all that's watching right now and those that's going to be watching at a later time, April 2nd, we are doing our first Man Up meetup. That's right. We hanging out, guys. I'm trying to get a Buffalo Wild Wings. It's kind of central to everybody. We hanging out on the 2nd, man. We're going to go watch the Bulls game.
The Bulls play the Heat that night.
Man, they play the Heat that night. That's going to be a good one. We're going to hang out. We're gonna eat some wings. We're gonna have some good conversation, and we're just gonna fellowship, man, and just enjoy each other, my friends. That's what we're trying to do. We're trying to build.
Let me say something, Mike.
Go ahead and say something, Phil. Go ahead.
I know you. We have.
Look,
you
I'm
have
gonna give you
that.
I'm gonna give you the camera because you don't do this too often. No, take the camera, Phil. Go ahead.
No, I noticed that you have that y'all probably have seen that me and Mike have posted a flyer already for Hammond, Indiana, but that's not, rock where it might be, so just let
Absolutely.
you know.
Yeah, that's kind of like a placeholder, if you will.
All right, take me off this, Mike.
You sure? Oh, you was doing pretty good. That's kind of like a placeholder. What's going on, Tim? Are you still in Facebook jail?
Lord, yeah, man. Where Tim been, man?
Free my brother Tim. Free Tim Facebook.
What do Tim be? I just want to know what do he be doing, man? Because Tim is always in trouble on Facebook.
Tim is always in prison on Facebook. I don't understand. But April 2nd, my guys, we gonna hang out and have some fun. It's gonna be the first meetup. I'm trying to do one every month and maybe every other month, depending on how my schedule is running. Because I want to build this brotherhood, man. For real. This ain't just us talking. I want this to actually be something and to grow into something, man. So this is gonna be our first one on April 2nd. We got the back to school Rock the Block 2 coming up this year.
Yep,
we're doing that in July. So we're gonna have some fundraising details coming up about that pretty soon. So y'all stay tuned.
We moving, y'all. We moving.
Also, we're doing a coat and a toy drive this year.
Yes, sir.
That information is gonna come later on. Listen, man, we trying to do some. I told y'all.
We're not sitting still.
I told y'all in the beginning of the year, man, this year is gonna be about impact and doing some things that actually mean something. And that's the goal, man. So we got a lot of things in motion. But just be listening out for that, y'all. We'll have some details on those things coming out as things develop. And I think that's pretty much it.
He said he got 30 days since. All right, man. Just show up to the Man Up event, Tim. What do he be doing, man? I just really want to know, what do he be doing, man? Tim must be buck wild.
No, I'll tell you. I'm gonna tell you exactly what it is. Sometimes Facebook is just iffy. I'm gonna give you a perfect example. I was watching Eddie Phillips, my brother Eddie Phillips, who's on right now. Him and his guy, they have a podcast. They was talking about writing and like film, like script writing, playwriting, and stuff like that. And they were talking about this movie that they had seen that I thought was kind of cool back in the day, but they was like, that movie was trash. It was The Last Boy Scout with Bruce Willis and Damon Wayans. There was a line that Bruce Willis would quote in the movie, and he would always say, "If you touch me again, I'll kill you." And so, like, the guys would touch me and end up beating him down. It was like that was his whole thing in the movie. So as we were talking about the movie, I was quoting lines from the movie, and I quoted that line. And Facebook alerted me, was like, "Man, that was you can't be saying stuff like that, and that's you're inciting violence." And I'm like, "Nigga, I'm quoting a movie." But they hit me up with that. I was just like, "It's Bruce Willis." Facebook, they was like, "Listen, we're gonna let it go this time, but now if you start putting some more stuff out there like that, we got to shut you down for a couple of days." I'm like, dang. But that's what it was. Now, I don't know if that's Tim's reason, because Tim is a troll. I'm just saying.
Tim has to be a super troll.
Tim is a troll.
Always in Facebook jail. So Tim got to be trolling at least over 100 people
he got to troll at least about 100,000 people, man.
Yeah, man.
But they are really, really sensitive with that, and it's just like sometimes you can't put things up, and it's like, man, that's not even the context in which I was speaking. But yeah, they cracking down on that type of stuff, man. Yeah. It's crazy. Eddie laughing at me because I'm talking about The Last Boy Scout. They was trashing that movie, man. Look, I ain't gonna even lie. I went to go see that movie 3 times at the theater. I thought
that's
it was
the one
cool.
With Damon Wayans, right?
That's the one with Damon Wayans.
Yeah, that
Halle Berry was in it. Yeah,
that movie was dope.
Eddie was like garbage.
Oh, Eddie didn't like it. Wow, brother Eddie, you didn't like it.
They trashed that movie. I was like, oh well, my taste of movie must be horrible.
That was a dope little movie, man.
I thought it was cool. So listen, guys. I'm seeing everybody talking about this, and I was trying to avoid talking about it, but I guess I have to. And I'm talking about the war in the Ukraine. This thing is I don't even know how to make heads. I mean, I know that there are some underlying things. It's not all politics. It's not all, well, it is a lot of politics involved with it, but it's not just some guy that want to take over the country. It's a lot of stuff that's going on. And if you look at it, it's for a reason. And I don't want to get into it because it's really, really deep. But if you get some time, what I encourage you to do is to Google the Great Reset and look it up. Because I believe, and a lot of other people believe, just how things is going, this is where things is going in the world. And it's primarily going to affect the economy and how we go forward and how we're going to go forward in the future. But just look up the Great Reset.
Got doggone crypto down right now.
Yeah, man. So just look it up and you'll kind of see how stuff is kind of coming together. And then there's some biblical overtones as well. There's some things that the Bible spoke of that's taking place. All of this stuff is happening for a reason. So just know that it ain't just by happenstance.
Are you talking about the book of Revelations, young man?
I'm talking about just the Bible in general.
Okay, I'm just checking.
Just the Bible in general.
Okay.
So if you're going to Google the Great Reset, you need to read your Bible as well. I'm just saying. Tim said he bought a vest just in case they come forward. Where folks them at? Can we round up folks them and send them over there and fight in the Ukraine?
Hey, man, leave folks them alone, man. They ain't bothering nobody. Leave folks them alone.
Folks them need to go on over there and
folks
handle
them, man, their business, man. Leave folks them alone.
Arthritic fingers because I bang when I stroll. Yeah, all right. Going over there to the Ukraine. Let's see how we work that out.
Hey, we didn't get a chance. Before we get deep into it, man, what did you think about the Kanye documentary?
Okay. Off subject, real quick, since you went there. I thought the Kanye documentary was really interesting. There's a couple of things that I took away from it. Number one, if nothing else, it showed that perseverance and determination will get you where you want to go.
It most definitely showed that.
That dude,
especially you saw episode 1.
That dude had a drive.
Yes, he did.
That was unbelievable. Now, it came from two things, though. It came from his belief in himself,
and his
right,
mind.
And it came from his support. Look, let me tell you something.
Donda. Oh, everything was all good with Donda. Everything was all good with her.
Let me say this. I love my mom. I absolutely love my mom. But his mom was that type of mom that everybody wants.
Mm-hmm.
Because she was so supportive, and it was just
super duper supportive, man.
I mean, everything this dude did, it was just like, Kanye, that was wonderful. Kanye, that was awesome. Kanye, I loved it. This, that, and I mean, it was just like the support system that this man had from her.
That was supported her son.
Man, that's something that I believe was a major driving force to him being.
You couldn't do nothing but win when you got somebody behind your back supporting you like that, man.
Man, I mean, she was definitely that force behind him doing what he ultimately accomplished. I mean, he was determined. He had faith in himself, faith in his ability, and he wouldn't let anybody tell him different. That's the crazy. He was just like, no, I know I'm dope.
Cause episode 1, Mike, I kind of felt sorry for him at first, especially when he went into the Rockefeller office and he was just rapping, and they was like straight. I'm talking about straight when he was rapping to the old girl and she was looking at him like,
but
why are you here?
But you got to consider how many people probably come in that office and do that, right? They probably hear people like that all the time, and you also got to keep in mind that they were really trying to keep Kanye in the pocket. They just wanted him to produce.
Yeah, they just wanted the beats. They just wanted the beats.
That's all they just
it just shows you, man, that no matter what anybody say, man, if you got the drive, and you truly believe in yourself, and you got a super duper support system like RP Miss Dr. Donda West, man, you can make it, man. I mean, this boy, like I said, it was like, yeah, they want him as producer, but didn't nobody take him serious. No. Didn't nobody take him serious as a rapper.
No. So that was one thing. Second thing I took from it was that fame changed people.
Yeah, it do.
Fame will, if you
he
are
did
not
wrong.
If you ain't careful, you look up and fame will change you. Mm-hmm. And that's why, the way, and the funny thing is that the way they basically was doing him in the beginning is exactly how he ended up doing Cootie, which was the guy who was recording filming him and everything for the documentary. He did him the exact same way.
Yeah.
Just kicked him to the side. I mean, and like it was some stuff that he did that I knew that was really hurtful to that dude, for real.
Yeah, man. Like he said the first time ever when he was in the studio with GLC, he says this is the first time ever Kanye told me to put the camera down.
Yeah.
Don't film him.
And third thing, and then we're gonna move on. And this ain't even a joke. Kanye has always been a little off.
Yeah.
Now, here's how I don't know, because if you watch the documentary, just look at him in his earlier years. And this is why I know that when his mom died, that's why he really kind of went over, because his mom was the glue that was holding him together.
Yeah,
she was that glue that helped. And what I mean, hold him together, not just, encourage. I mean, she was the one that was kind of keeping him grounded. You understand what I'm saying?
It was his mama that kept him from being put in the slow classes.
Yeah,
they want to put Kanye in special classes, and his mother told him not to. I mean, Miss Donda West. I mean, a giant can look in the mirror and don't see a giant.
Yeah,
you could be a star in the sky but still be on the ground. I mean,
it was dope. She was
good. I mean, this woman had every encouraging speech for this dude.
Yeah. She was that glue that held him together. And it was crazy. And the sad part about it is, and Eddie said it just a minute ago, mental health is real.
It is.
And the thing is that most of the people that was around him either didn't notice or they ignored it. Because later on in the documentary, when Cootie kind of got back together with him, he was like, the first time he noticed, he said, I'd never seen this side of Kanye before.
And he turned the camera off.
And then if you notice after that, it was at least about 2 or 3 more instances.
He turned the camera because he said Kanye would go on his rants. I said, I can't record this.
And you would see, and he wouldn't say anything, but you would see the camera go down, and then it would just cut off because Kanye would just go off into these tangents. Mm-hmm. But he did that when he was younger. Yeah. He never made a cohesive thought or a statement. And I'm just like, man, Kanye always been off. No. Who knew? But listen, thank God.
It was a great documentary, though. It was a great documentary.
It was a really good documentary. If you haven't checked it out, I encourage you to check it out. It's really good. It's really good. I got a lot from it. It just lets you know, man, that people sometimes only want you around for a certain thing. You have a lot of people that are enablers. You know what I'm saying? And you just got to make sure that you have the right folks in your circle. If it's nothing else I got from that, it's have the right people around you.
Make sure you got a good support system, a great support system.
And make sure you have a good support system.
And that man had a great support system in his mother.
So that was great. So look, so this war in Ukraine, man, it's I've been seeing y'all. Look, some of y'all is out there struggling. I know, and y'all know what y'all struggling with.
The young gas, huh?
This gas prices, nigga. Oh my God, what is going on at the pump? I mean, look, as of right now, the national average gas price is the most expensive in U.S. history. It broke records since from 2008. I think in 2008 it was real high around that time too. But it's broken that record. Gas is mad high right now. I got buddies I got a buddy in California, and he be sending me pictures about how much the gas is. And it's amazing how expensive the gas is. Like, this is on Fairfax. This isn't in California. He's in California, right? $5.29 for regular. $5.29 for a gallon of gas for regular.
Hey man, your president got to business that wasn't his concern.
But if
Hey, that's all I can tell you, bro.
$5.29, son.
Next time, man, your own business.
$6.07
Yeah.
for
Next time, man, your own business and stay out of grown folks' business.
Bro, this ain't Photoshop. That's the killer part about it. It's not Photoshop, man.
Yeah.
These are actual prices.
Yep.
Actual prices, son. Gas and gas out of control. And I'm telling y'all now, you're gonna keep on. You're gonna keep on. And you know what gas gonna end up costing you? At least. At least.
Hey man. Hey man. Mike should have chilled, dude.
Man, you're gonna be like, yeah, let me get 10 on 6 and here's my firstborn. What?
Mm-hmm.
It's gas, it's getting out of control. Do you remember when you can give somebody $5 for gas and they would take you where you wanted to go, wait for you, and even bring you back? I used to have a neighbor, God bless him. His name was Leon. Leon was mad cool. Every time I looked up, he had a different car. He was always getting cars and fixing them. He had a new car like every 3 months because they would eventually break down. And I remember when I worked at Ford City, and I lived over here, and I worked at Ford City, and I remember it was so many times when I would be going to work. He, hey, what's up, Mike? What up, man? Hey, where you about to head out? Man, I got to head to the gig. Oh, for real? Yeah. Hey, man, you want me to drop you off? Man, give me $5, man. I'll drop you off, and I'll come back and get you later on. Like, word? Man, slide him $5, drop me off at the gig. When I got off, he was waiting right outside. Now, $5, if you on pump 6, $5 ain't even getting you to pump 7.
No, dude.
That's ridiculous, dude.
But this is what happens when stuff like this kicks off over between Russia and Ukraine. This is what happened. But like I said, I'm not really concerned about that stuff over there. We got too many problems in our own country that we need to start working on instead of worrying about what's going on in somebody else's countries.
Eddie said the effects on Uber, food delivery, and public transportation will become some absolutely.
Yeah.
Look, Uber already going up on their prices.
Uber, especially Uber Eats. Uber Eats going up.
Oh my God.
And Uber and Lyft rides I went up.
First of all, if I can have a moment of transparency, I probably should own stock in Uber Eats as much as I use them. I'm just saying, it's terrible.
Well, Mike, really, that's a new way to go. You can't. I mean,
dude,
majority of restaurants not letting you come in. So
it's like crack, though, Phil. It's just like,
oh yeah, Uber Eats
because it's so easy.
You can order any time of the night if it's open.
It's like crack, son. I'd be sitting up there like, hey guys, what y'all want to eat? They'd be like, man, like.
Now you can get anything.
Nigga, you can get stuff from Walgreens now.
Yeah.
This is what I'm saying.
That's how we get out. I mean, we haven't went out and brought coffee in so long, dude. Get that mess Uber.
It's terrible.
Coffee to cream. If we want some junk food, order that out. I mean,
7-Eleven. Come on, man. Oh my God.
So
it's like crack. It's crack on your phone. That's what it is.
Yeah, man.
It's terrible. Got food in the crib. This is what I'm telling y'all.
The only thing that I'm pissed about with this whole thing is crypto is down.
Yeah.
That's the only thing I'm mad about.
Look, $93 at the pump, people. But if you got a minivan or a medium-sized car or a minivan or a small truck, you're paying almost $100 for 24, if not even 25 gallons of gas. You don't even get a whole 25 gallons. You get 24 and a half gallons. 24 and a half gallons of gas for almost $100. Nigga, I'm sorry. That's just the mode I'm in right now. It is absolutely ridiculous.
It
So
is.
see, here's what's funny. COVID started letting up a little bit. Everybody's like, oh man, we're gonna be able to kick it. Gas was like, where you going?
Yep. It's all a game, Mike. Like I said, you can put your. I'm not putting my mask up, man. I'm not doing that because come next week, y'all be talking about stuff is closed again, and you got to show your vaccine. I'm not, man. I learned y'all game now, and I'm tired of falling for it. Like I said,
crazy.
And the sad part about it is because I had something to do with it, but you know, homegirl came out and did a couple of sorority steps and quoted a couple of Tupac lines and Chucks and Pearls and all that, and you know, every now and then she pops out.
Don't mention the Chucks and Pearls.
Every now and then she pops out, and then you know your dude, he pops out every now and then. If he ain't talking about what's going on in Ukraine and Russia, he talking about get vaccinated. So I'm done listening to this government, man. It is what it is with me.
I'm gonna tell you, man, I'm worried. I'm worried because just think. Do you remember what I don't smoke, but I know people who do. And do you remember what happened when cigarette prices started going up?
Yeah.
What you start seeing?
Dude, let me tell you, when cigarettes went up to $5, dudes, folks were ready to get mad. Then look, when they go up to 10, that's where everybody say, if they ever go up to 10, I ain't smoking no more.
Lies.
Nigga.
Lies. Lies. Y'all still smoking?
You ever went to a 7-Eleven downtown to get a pack of Newports, man? You paying about $25. Stop it, B. Cut it out, man. We gotta stop lying to ourselves. But I'm done listening to this government, man. I cut on y'all game. Y'all got me. My whole focus from this point on is voting locally. I can care less about that presidential mess now.
Man, look though, because look, when cigarettes start going up, what you start seeing out on the street? People were selling loose squares.
Oh, loose squares.
Loose squares.
Yeah.
Here's what I'm concerned. This is what you're gonna start seeing in Chicago. Hey, B. I got that gas, son.
Mike, man.
I got that gas. No, not that nigga. I got gas, like for real. $20 right now, 6 for $100.
So you got that gas. You know what, Mike, man?
Hey, no, don't even worry about him. That nigga got garbage down the way. I got that real gas, son. This 87 right here. 87. That's what's gonna happen.
You're right, Eddie. You absolutely right. Companies are making record profits and still killing us in fuel and food costs. And people not paying, and also in food. Man, you go to these grocery stores now, dude. It's like the stuff you used to. You remember you used to be able to just throw stuff in your bucket that you like. No, now you got that's life changing decisions now.
Look, this how we be looking when we be at the.
What more do you want from me?
This how we be looking when we at the tank and at the grocery store. Like, man,
this is all I got. What more do you want? This is all I got. What more do you want from me?
I can't even get a super donut no more, son. It's like normally you can get like, man, let me get let me
As y'all can see right now, we just being stupid tonight.
No, but this is serious.
It's serious, but
it's serious.
Normally, it's serious, but we being silly tonight.
Come on, man. You can normally go to the gas station with at least $20, get you an orange juice and a super donut.
What can we say? Welcome to 311.
You can get you an orange juice and a super donut. Be like, man, put the rest on 6 and be straight.
No, that's not changing in a minute because what's going on over there in Ukraine, man, it's gonna affect this world. It's gonna affect not only us, it's gonna affect other countries.
It's just so stupid. She's talking about little Debbie then grew and became Big Deborah. Her snack case is $2 instead of $1.
Hey, man.
Lord
That's so
Jesus.
expensive in the grocery stores, man. For real. Now when all these go up on their prices, you know it's a problem.
It's scary, dude.
You know
It's
it's a problem.
scary. I'm concerned that the local government will start using law enforcement to supplement costs. They attack minorities to keep local government costs right. Man, it's a scary place to be because you have a lot. Here's the messed up thing. You have a lot of people that are at the gas pump making like life-altering decisions.
Mm-hmm.
Like, do I get gas? Do I get food? Because they can't get both. And that to me is mind-blowing.
And let me say something though.
Go ahead.
The people who don't ask people to take you anywhere and don't offer gas at these times. The most proper way to do is if you ask somebody to take you somewhere in their car, offer gas. Don't get nobody car these times and not offer gas for them dropping you off anywhere.
Listen, son, this is why I feel this is great minds, my dude. Let me tell you something. Jasmine hit it too. I bet people are going to start asking. First of all, let me ask you guys this. What is proper gas etiquette when it comes to people giving you a ride?
Hey, bro, you know what I'm saying? Could you drop me off such, man? How much you charge for gas? I got about $10, $20 to get to you.
I always, maybe I'm just old-fashioned because I remember when my mom would get lifts from people, she always did the here you go. You know how they used to do.
Yeah.
Put a little something in their hand. Look, I appreciate you. You know, no, I can't take it. No, and then or she'll put it in the ashtray. Exactly. Be like, nope, that's for you, because she understood that you coming to get me and taking me wherever and do whatever. Not only is it gas, but what else is it? It's wear and tear on somebody's vehicle.
Yeah, and it's your time also.
And it's my time.
But in these times, I just truly feel that you know what I'm saying, the most respectful way to do is if you need a ride from somebody, man, you know how gas prices are right now. Listen, please offer gas. Ask them how much. Absolutely. Say you got $10 or $20. Don't just jump in nobody's car in these times and they drop you off and you don't think to give them nothing.
Look, this real talk. I mean, like this ain't even being funny. This is like for real. I don't think that people really understand how, you know, like the cost that's involved with that. Because think about this. Before you get in somebody's car and not offer them anything, ask yourself, how much would Uber have cost you?
Hey man, Uber expensive.
How much would
Uber, my friend, Uber?
How much would Lyft have costed you? Because I can guarantee you, like Gabriel, he goes to daily like twice a week, right? And he gets the bus because he'd be like, man, Dad, he was like, man, Uber is expensive. Because you know how much it takes for him to get to daily sometimes if he have to Uber it? Almost $30.
Mm-hmm.
That's there. And think about if he has to get back. That's $60 he done spent just in one way and back.
And now they got it at a certain time. You use them like after 3 o'clock.
Absolutely.
That price is like $20 added on to what it would.
Absolutely.
What it would be.
Absolutely.
So, yeah, I know about the Uber and Lyft prices. Believe me.
So you spending $60 to go to and from somewhere. You mean to tell me that you can't offer your brother or your sister $25?
That's all I'm saying. Ask
to say, hey man,
how much you charge me? Well, I got $10 or $20. If that suffice to you.
I'm just saying it's like, and look, don't y'all come at me talking about some, but what if it's family? Family especially need to understand. Because here's the thing about family. When your car break down, family don't help you get your car fixed.
Nope.
They ain't nowhere around because you know what they're going to do when your car go down? They're going to get Uber and Lyft. So I don't think it's anything wrong. Family or no, listen, man, in these times and other times, be mindful of somebody's time. Be mindful that it's wear and tear on a person's car, and be mindful that it takes gas to take you, pick you up, bring you back. I mean, come on.
Especially in these times with how high the gas prices are.
Yeah,
that's the first thing you should do.
Look, I'm gonna go as far as say, even if the gas prices wasn't this high, every now and again.
I mean, you can still do
it.
Know what I'm
saying? Yeah, absolutely.
I mean, I feel it's like this, man. Sometimes you do have to offer. You don't have nobody just pick you up, drop you off.
Because most times
now,
come on,
ain't no sometimes offer. to pay somebody to take it. Like you said, Uber or Lyft, you're going to spend money no matter what.
Yep. No matter what. They ain't going to sit up there and consider if you're a friend or not. They're going to be like,
exactly.
No, $30, son. Let's go. And you're going to pay that before you even get in the car.
If I give them $30, I give you $30. At least I'll be in the car with somebody I know I can talk to.
Not only that, you're going to pay it before you get in the car.
Exactly. Oh, yeah.
Come on,
man. They get paid before you get in the car.
But you can get in the car. I like what Eddie said. He said it comes down to Black unity again. Yes, it does. Churches and the community used to help each other and pool resources. Remember, folks used to pool money together so kids can get to school and get school tokens and get back to school. Absolutely, I remember that.
Yeah, I do too. But
I remember that. Here's the thing: some of y'all may not know. In the Bible, when the church was first established, they used to have what was called a general offering. And what the general offering was is that everybody that was part of that church would bring something to the offering. And then what they would do is they would equally distribute it to make sure that everybody had. Can you imagine if we actually did something like that nowadays? How awesome would that be? I look at these mega churches and I wonder sometimes how many people in these mega churches are struggling to pay their bills.
A lot of them.
And some of these churches have what? 10,000, 20,000 members, right? Now think about this. And this is simple math. What if you said, listen, you're a pastor of these big churches, even smaller churches. Let's just say you got a church of 300, 400 people, right? And you say, listen, guys, I need everybody in here. Everybody in here. You got 500 people in the church. I need everybody in here to give me $5 if you can. Do you not think that wouldn't help somebody that may be going through? And put that on a larger scale. You got a church of 10,000, 20,000 people. Even if you said everybody give $1, that's $20,000 if everybody gave.
But that mentality don't exist anymore, Mike.
How much could we do? How much could we accomplish if we just pulled our resources together?
We could take it back to the Montgomery bus boycott.
Man.
When black folks came together and shut down the buses in Montgomery, where they was walking and they had like pools where people took turns to pick up and drop people off. That was unity back then. In these days and times, and people don't like when I say this, but the truth is the truth. We do not have black unity with each other.
Yep.
Everybody should be Muslim because it's all about self.
It's all about self, man.
Simple as that.
All about self. That's crazy.
It's about I got mine. What's wrong with you? That's the mentality.
We got to do better. We have. I think our survival is based on us doing better. Our history shows that when we pull together and when we come together, we've always done better. Always. But for some odd reason.
But Mike, and I don't like going down this road because I don't want you to take it nowhere. So I'm just gonna leave it like this, and you don't take it and run with it. What I'm about to say.
All right.
Who led the civil rights back in the 50s and the 60s?
I mean,
the Martin Luther Kings and the Afro-Nappies and all them were who are those? I mean, what did they do?
I know.
What were their titles?
I know where you're going with this, and I'm not.
Somewhere down the road, the black church became about the black church and stopped becoming about the black people, and that's something that a lot of people don't want to hear, but that is the truth. The black church was the forefront of the civil rights movement. Martin Luther King, Reverend Martin Luther King. Abernathy, I can't pronounce. He was a reverend. Those guys was reverend of churches.
Yeah,
that was leading this cause. You understand what I'm saying? Somewhere down the road, it started becoming about the church, and it stopped becoming about the people.
You know,
it don't make no sense that you got to, and I don't want to say this, but see, now that we're on this road now, it don't make no sense that you got someone on Saturday Night the Racine that's sticking their neck out more than a lot of these black pastors and black ministers and black churches.
I know.
And I hate to say it, I don't want to offend nobody.
But you worried about me going off on a tangent. And you doing just fine by yourself. But I get it. And here's the crazy thing. We're gonna have a similar conversation about that next week. So definitely stay tuned, because there's some stuff that needs to be addressed. The biggest issue, and you hit it right on the head, is that the black church used to be the pillar of the black community. And unfortunately, once the church became less about saving souls and more about the souls being commodities, that's when the church changed.
Yes.
And we have to find a way to get the church back to being about the people. And we're actually going to talk about that next week. But I want to play a game with you guys. And we're just going to see if y'all get this right, or it's not necessarily a wrong or right answer, but I just want to play a game. And it's called How Much Do You Think That Cost? Or how much do you think? Without Googling it, because I know somebody's going to Google it. How much do you think it would cost to end hunger in the United States? I'll give you guys a couple of seconds to answer. How much do you think it would cost to end hunger in the United States? A couple of billion, some millions, maybe. How much do you think it would cost? How much do you think it costs, Phil, to end hunger in the United States?
Well, man, put me on the spot like this. I'm gonna throw anything out.
Throw a number out there, man. Think Price is Right. How much you think it's gonna cost? How much you think it'll cost? Eddie says 2.4 billion. That's a good number. I like that number. 2.4 billion to end hunger in America.
Probably about a couple. Probably about 5.6.
5.6 billion. All right.
5.6 billion.
I got 5.6 billion and 2.4. Anybody else? How much do you think it would cost to end hunger in America? Jasmine says 8 billion. I see this cost is going up. We had 2.4, then we had 6.5. Now we get 8. $8 billion. Anybody else? I'll wait. You might be shocked to realize how much it actually costs. $500. We ain't talking about your Uber bill, Jasmine. So, check this out. In order to end, financial analysis / experts came to the assessment that in order to, what's up, Big Kev? In order to end hunger in America, it would cost $25 billion. 25 billion.
Well, we got money for wars and all that stuff.
Understanding $25 billion to end hunger in America, right? And we got to understand that hunger isn't, and it's not a direct result of war, right? It's not a direct result of crop failures and inflation, none of that stuff. Hunger in America is a result of people who just don't have enough money to buy food, right? 25 billion to end hunger in America. How much do you think it would cost? How much you think it would cost to end homelessness in this country? Just give me a good number. It's not. I don't really have details, Eddie. This is just kind of like a roundabout, kind of like an estimate type of conversation. I mean,
I don't think. I don't.
In terms of where the funds will be allocated, that's up for debate.
I think homelessness probably be like in the low billions.
Okay, low
high billions. 100 millions. Low billions, high 100 millions.
All right. Eddie says 12 billion. Who else? How much do you think it would cost to end homelessness in America? I see 12 billion. We're gonna start the bid at 12 billion. Anybody else? We ended homelessness in America. I need money right now. How much do you think I need to end it? How much you say, Phil?
I said I think it's like in the low billions, high 100 millions.
Give me
So
a
I
number.
give it,
Just give me a number.
and I give it about 3 billion.
3 billion. All right. I see you on a budget. I like that. $3 billion. Eddie says 12 billion. Benita says 22 billion. Phil got it at 3 billion. How much do you guys think it would cost to end homelessness in America? Not just in Chicago,
In the whole country.
Whole country to end homelessness. According to the Department of Housing and Urban Development, it would only cost $20 billion to end homelessness.
But we got money for wars
in the United States.
So I can care less about what's going on over there, man, because we got problems over here that can easily be solved. We're too busy giving money to things that really don't concern us.
20 billion.
Because a couple of people in DC is getting their pockets packed by a couple of people in those different countries. That's basically what all this is about. It's about money. That's why I'm done with worrying about all that.
How much do you think it would cost to bring everybody in the country up from the poverty line? How much you think it'll cost? How much you think that'll cost? To bring people up from the poverty line, how much you think that'll cost? Give me a number, Eddie. I know you got a good number. I need numbers. I'm trying to bring everybody up from the poverty line. I need money. How much do I need to bring y'all up for everybody up from the poverty line? Make sure everybody good. At least you ain't. At least to make sure everybody ain't poor. I want to bring y'all up from the poverty line. 300 billion.
Bring everybody up to middle class. That's you saying for everybody to live comfortable.
If it's still a middle class, maybe 300 billion. Eddie got 300 billion. Benita got 30 billion. Jazz got 100. Kevin 100. All right. It would cost to bring everybody in America up from the poverty line. And of course, I don't have details in regards to like if it's going to middle class and how much, that type of stuff. This is just an estimation. Financial experts have estimated that it will cost $1.72 trillion.
But we got money for wars
to bring everybody up from the poverty line.
You're making me mad now, Mike. You really is. You're making me mad.
I want to play something for y'all. And I want y'all to listen to this. Just listen.
Lost 40% of its value, and trading remains suspended. The Russian economy is reeling, and Putin alone is the one to blame. Together with our allies, we're providing support to the Ukrainians in their fight for freedom. Military assistance, economic assistance, humanitarian assistance. We're giving more than $1 billion of direct assistance to Ukraine, and will continue to aid Ukrainian people as they defend their country and help ease their suffering.
You know what I'm saying?
Thank you, Mr. President. I appreciate that. Thank you. Now, he's only committing $1 billion, and it might be an overcost too. It might be an overcost, Eddie, but that's kind of what experts are estimating. I guess I don't know if that's to bring everybody up to middle class or to bring everybody up to a certain particular classification. I don't know, but $1.72 trillion is what would happen if we wanted to bring everybody up from the poverty line. As you can see, Brother Joe, Uncle Joe, is going to donate $1 billion at least to Ukraine. He's going to all his other support and everything that he's going to give them. And you might say, well, Mike, that's $1 billion. You named a whole lot more than that. That's true. 25 billion to end homelessness, right? 25 billion to end hunger, 20 billion to end homelessness. That's $45 billion right there. And you add that to the 1.7 trillion, you're kind of borderline in like 1.8, maybe all. Let's just round it off. Let's give it a good round number and say we could end homelessness, we could end hunger, and bring everybody up from the poverty line for about $2 trillion in this country, and kind of put people on, at least get them on a path where they can probably get over the hump and do some things, right? $2 trillion. Phil's been quoting them all evening, but Tupac had it right all those years ago. We got money for wars, but we can't feed the poor. let me show you guys something real quick. And I don't even know why I wanted to go this route.
First of all, hold on, wait a minute. Whoa. I wasn't quoting no doggone Tupac, man.
That was
Those
Tupac.
are my words. I don't care if no Tupac said that.
Bro, I know you don't like Tupac, but let's not play the game. We know that Tupac said, and keep your head up. We got money for wars. We can't feed the poor. Let's stop.
I was saying I said we got, but they got money for wars. I didn't say we can't feed the poor. I didn't say none of that mess.
All right.
Don't put Tupac in this conversation about that dude.
But he had it right when he said it.
He did have it right, though, but I don't like him, but he did have it right.
Don't matter if you don't like him. He was right.
He was.
That's
sad, though. We got $1 billion to throw to Ukraine. Just
easily. Like, here you go.
I got it.
We got $1 billion. Here you go. Here's why I said that. Now, what do we say? About $2 trillion would take care of homelessness, right? Financial crisis and hunger in the United States. Since 9/11, do you know how much we've spent on wars?
A lot.
That's how much we spent. I'm gonna share this with y'all real quick. And I see y'all commenting on there. Say hi to your Ukrainian neighbors because they coming. Yeah, probably. America's always been in the business of supporting Europeans on the backs of people of color. Absolutely. Thank you, Kat. Please, Kat. I don't know why he trying to front, but I'm just saying. Anyway.
I did not quote Pac, Kevin, man. You've been knowing me since I was a kid. Don't do that to me, B.
And this is true. And that's why I said I don't know how the money would be allocated, but again, it's just an estimation because white poor is not the same as black poor.
It's not.
Banks give loans to white poor folks faster than they will us, and that's an absolute truth.
They got the right complexion.
But those are details that would have to be hammered out some type of way. I don't know how they would do it. It's just an estimation. But look at how much we've spent on wars since 2001.
6.4 trillion.
We've spent $6.4 trillion.
We got money to start some stuff, huh?
And I understand. I definitely understand because Eddie, I know you served in the military, and I understand. I definitely understand the importance of having the military. But we've spent $6.4 trillion just since 2001. Since 2001, we've spent $6.4 trillion. And though Phil don't want to admit it, he's been quoting Tupac all night.
Listen, that has nothing to do with the conversation, man.
We got money for wars, but can't feed the poor. This whole war thing, man, it's just, and we all know it ain't just because they want to protect the people in Ukraine.
Hey, man,
I think most of us understand that it's a whole lot of underlying things that's going on.
This is the majority. This is the main thing here. Main thing is this. No matter what they say, this is the main thing. That money.
Yep. And
that's the main thing.
Unfortunately, we're paying for it.
Yeah.
We're paying for it at the grocery stores.
And that's why I hate because we're suffering.
Yeah.
But you got $1 billion to send over to Ukraine, but we're suffering.
Yep.
You got people that can't fill their tanks up. Then you go to a grocery store and you gotta basically pick and choose what type of meal I can get because the prices are so high. But we got $1 billion to get to Ukraine. Like, what's your cash at? Nah, man, I'm done with believing in this mess.
Yeah.
If it ain't local, if it ain't got nothing to do with Illinois or Chicago, I'm done. Well, I can care less who's in that White House because I know I said it before. Us, and I said when I had the real moment, when everybody, we got the facility, everybody was happy. I said again, another real moment. Ain't nothing gonna change for us, y'all. So stop hoping and thinking it is. We're gonna be just in another 4 years. It's gonna be another person gonna come and promise us a lot of things and say they're not gonna forget about us and all that. And guess what? Nothing's gonna change.
Yeah. Well, I'm never gonna stop wanting and hoping for change because
you can want and hope, but I live in reality.
I
see it for what it is, man.
Everybody live in reality. The thing is that hope is essential to faith.
And you need it. And like, if you don't have any hope for anything, then what's the point? Why bother living? Because see, here's the dangerous thing about complacency. And when I say that it's because when people start to adopt that it is what it is mentality, now you have become complacent. Mike, it's not being complacent. It's seeing the history. It's seeing the history of what has been happening to us. Nothing. Nobody cares. Nobody's doing nothing. Nothing for us. Okay. Nothing.
So let me ask you.
The last on the totem pole. Whenever it comes down to it, everybody get rights. We get whooped up by policemen and all that, and nobody does nothing. Asia, a couple of Asian people, something happened to them. Guess what? They hurry up and get a bill. The gay folks, no disrespect, I shouldn't say that. Them people, they hurry up get their bills. When is something gonna happen for us? That's all I'm saying. I understand having hope and all that, but when you steady see something over and over again, you just see it for what it is, Mike. It's good. You can have hope. But hope's not going to change until Washington, D.C. changes. We can hope that D.C. change, because until D.C. change, nothing is going to get done for black people when it comes to D.C. They'll throw us a couple of stimulus checks. Everybody will be cool. And after that, we go back to regular service. That's all I'm saying. I understand you're supposed to have hope. You're supposed to have hope. But history has shown us. That's all, Mike.
So what I was saying before I got cut off is that, well, let me give you an example. You say it is what it is and history predates itself. And it's true. But if you kept applying for a job and you wasn't getting a job, are you just going to say, well, I'm just going to stop looking for one?
No.
Okay. So my point is that we cannot allow ourselves to adopt an it is what it is attitude. Because when you do that, what you have officially said is that I accept this thing for what it is, and I have no desire to change it. That's essentially what you're saying. And so when I say, you just saying, well, it is what it is, and this is that, I ain't really, I ain't trusting it. That's fine, but you cannot lose hope in the situation, because the hope is what drives you to continue to want things to be better. And if you continue to want things to be better, then you will continue to find ways to make things better, despite the opposition, despite what history tells you, despite what the man is doing. You will continue to try to find a way to make things better. Black people have adopted this it is what it is mentality, and it irks my soul.
Mike, it's not about it is what it is, though, Mike.
All right, I'm gonna let you finish, then I'm gonna finish.
No, go ahead.
You just said that you're not gonna worry about that because ain't nothing gonna change. Didn't you just say that?
I just said that. So wait, I mean, did I say it is what it is? I said it's good to have hope, Mike. But you're not gonna sit there and make it like what I'm saying is wrong when I'm looking at the history of how we've been getting treated in this country.
I didn't say what you said was wrong. What I said is that you can't let that mentality overtake you. And you can't let it rule you. You can't let it be the very reason for the decisions that you make. If everybody is just saying it is what it is, and nobody has a desire to make any type of change, to do anything differently, then it will remain what it is. This is why you can't lose hope. This is why you just can't accept the way things are. You just can't do it. That's all I'm saying. I'm not saying that we don't see the things that happen. I get it. And yeah, it does seem like that every time we want something to happen for us, we're always overlooked. Yes, it seems like every time we look around, other groups, of ethnic groups and whatever groups that they make up, some group will come up tomorrow and they'll demand some things and they'll give it to them. And it always seems like we're being overlooked. I get it, man. I understand it, but we cannot lose the hope for the fight, because once we do that, then we are already out of it. That's all I'm saying. And our hour is already up. And what time is it? Yeah, it's already been an hour. And we're about to get up out of here. Listen, I know certain person don't like Tupac, but I actually like the line at the end of the song. And he was like, while the rich kids is driving Benz, I'm just trying to hold on to my surviving friends. And it's crazy because it seems it'll never let up. But please, you got to keep your head up. So I encourage you all on tonight. Listen, I know some things may seem bleak, may not seem like it's going to get better, or it's getting worse. And in some instances, it may have to get worse before it get better. But don't give up. Don't lose that drive. Don't lose the hope. Man, just keep your head up. Keep your shoulders up. Keep your chest out. Man, and keep pushing. And I promise you, man, stuff is going to change one way or another. Listen, I love y'all. I love my brother. He's real passionate, and I appreciate that, and I love that about him. And I appreciate y'all for hanging out with us on tonight and listening to us ramble about, about whatever we was talking about on tonight, man. Listen, if you don't get nothing else out of this conversation, give somebody some gas money if you get in their car. Jesus Christ. Look, if somebody get in my car and you don't offer me no gas, I'm stopping at the next block. That's all I'm saying. And you get an Uber. And then we're going to see. But I love y'all and I appreciate y'all, man. And we're going to do this again on next week. We got a good one coming up for next week, so stay tuned. It's going to be a hot one. It's going to be a hot one. And that's going to be it for us. So on behalf of my brother Phil, and this is the Man Up Real Talk podcast. I am your host with the most, Mr. Mike Wiley. And until we meet again, my friends, y'all get 2 fingers to the side. Make sure you holler at your boys because we are out. That was that old Negro spiritual. Y'all ain't even catch that. Peace, y'all.